Hello everybody, welcome to Sacrilegious Ceremony. I am your host, Miss Euthanasia. You may already know me from the 3 episodes I've done of this prior. We have so far done the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and now we're in the 2000s. I know that I said the 90s were my favorite horror decade, and I think that's true, but there is something really special about the 2000s, and they have this really weird vibe, and I kind of hate it, and I also absolutely love it. Maybe it's because, like, the 2000s were doing this weird thing where they, like, recognized things were offensive now, but they still did it. I don't really understand, but there's a line, and I think the movies from the 2000s, especially horror movies, walk it. Very, like, you never know which way it's gonna go. It's either gonna be really offensive or really funny. And, you know, this is the second to last episode of Sacrilegious Ceremony before the season ends, okay? Your horror hostess, who is going to be taking you on a journey through the 2000s, starting with Underworld. Okay, 2003, we're in 2003. That vampire girl, it literally is just doing her thing. And her outfits and the little castle she lives in, okay, listen, this is my Batman. When the new Batman came out, I didn't really get it. It was dark and gloomy and he was wearing black. I'll be honest, I didn't get it. Underworld, on the other hand, that's my Batman. Dark, gloomy, and in a black outfit. But in this version, she slays. Welcome back. Did you have lots and lots of fun? It's a little bit confusing, but it's okay. The next movie we'll be watching, it takes a slightly different turn from that one. It's not as serious or dramatic or as cool, really, unless you're an incel. Zombieland. What a trip you took to Zombieland, 2009, where we all just hate women, apparently. When I first watched Zombieland, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I was like, this is an awesome movie, super funny, super good, and not to mention the special effects are awesome. I want to be one of those zombies. I want my head smashed into a car and just exploding everywhere. And you know, Emma Stone. Okay, I forgot the other names, but they're all famous, and we all know who they are. Well, before I watched this movie, my brother, he was telling me, there's a zombie movie, and it has Michael Cera in it. And so I watched it, and I was like, I was waiting the whole entire movie for Michael Cera to come out. There was no Michael Cera in this movie. I don't know if you could tell from just watching it, but I could tell. No, there's only a Jesse Eisenberg. So, basically the same thing, if we're being honest. Like, why does he hate women so much? I get it. You're a virgin, and you spend all day gaming. It was very, you know, this movie is made for Redditors and incels. There's nothing more that a Redditor loves to fantasize about than a zombie apocalypse. They love to imagine that they are the hero, and they just live through the zombie apocalypse. I can't tell you why, but that's just how it is. But not only that, this guy gets Emma Stone. Okay, he no longer is just the hero of the zombie apocalypse, the nerdy self he is. He also gets Emma Stone, while also simultaneously hating on every woman because he doesn't leave the house, and I guess blames them for not finding him or liking that he kind of hates women. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. I love this movie, despite the misogyny. Listen, that's kind of how you have to think about every movie. Every movie I love, despite the misogyny. Yeah, so 2009, what do you expect? What else can you expect from it? Speaking of 2009 and misogyny, but also girl bossing, okay, it is Jennifer's Body. With Jennifer's Body, I just recently watched it for the first time. At first, I was like, okay, this is really weird, but then I also kind of love it. The whole time watching it, it made me very uncomfortable. I can't tell you exactly why. And then after it, I was just like, okay, I want to watch that again. I need to watch that again. That was actually really good. I really liked it. Say what you will about Megan Fox, but she honestly is perfect for that role. And as soon as there was an emo in that movie, I was like, okay, I automatically kind of just have to love this movie. I don't know if that's how anyone else feels about emos, but whenever they're in a movie or a show, I'm like, okay, so this is awesome, actually. I actually love this. It's kind of an awesome movie. Very sapphic, which you can't not like. It feels like it was made for guys, like, ooh, sexy girl kissing other sexy girl, and every guy, and then killing them. And to me, well, it feels like it was made for men. It just hit the mark for women, I think. That was the 2000s, okay? Underworld, dark, drama about sexy vampires, Zombieland, misogynistic, nerdy Redditor in the zombie world. Last but not least, Jennifer's Body. Weird, uncomfortable, but kind of awesome vibes. So yeah, this was the second to last episode of Sacrilegious Ceremony about cult classics. It's not a cult. So join me next Sunday for the last episode of this season of Sacrilegious Ceremony with your host, Ms. Euthanasia, where we'll be going to the 2010s. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!